Alright guys, it's Dave here at Humble Trekker channel. How you doing today? Review of a new interpretation, a new reproduction of the classic German army rucksack. Let's dig into it. It's 30 litres, it's frameless, but it's got a secret weapon, so wait and see. You can actually stiffen it up. It's a staple of the bushcraft world, of the army surplus world. The actual originals you can get nearly everywhere for a cheap dime. But this is a new reproduction version by MFH, which is a large German company, no doubt made in China. It's basically a new version of the old bag, so if you don't want to get yourself a smelly old army surplus one, this could be an option for you if you want the same style. It's a 30 litre canvas traditional rucksack. One large bucket compartment, main bucket compartment, and two side pouches. The side pouches have pass-throughs behind them, so you, for example, you can slide your axe in there or your walking stick. Let's take that out to make it easier to show through. This version of it has got leather straps. There's two D-rings on the top here, so you can put additional straps on to tie a bedroll, for example, to the top. There's nothing on the bottom to attach to, but it is a thick galloon waterproof material on the bottom, a thick rubberized type material on the bottom, the rest of it being canvas. So you've got your two side pockets, drag handle here, the support system. The shoulder straps are canvas, leather reinforced down the bottom. There's buckles everywhere, there should be buckles, and this version comes with these additional padding pieces that can be removed. I open it up, you see again the waterproof rubberized material on the top lid, drawstring here, 30 litres, there's a sleeping bag, coffee, cook set, so it's enough for a day out, an overnighter. The side pockets, it will fit a 1 litre water bottle, and they're also waterproofed with that thick rubberized material. Something else to mention, there are two like belt loops, canvas belt loops sewn onto the back here, which presumably you can use to attach a waist strap. It doesn't come with a waist strap. You could modify yourself on some type of waist strap there. Looking inside, it's one big canvas bucket. Give another look at the waterproof lid, because I didn't quite show that well on the first scene describing it. So the lid is waterproof, and then it's frameless. But the trick with a German army sleeping bag is that there's a nylon sleeve here where you fit in the German army style folding sleep pad, which then that gives you a rigid back piece, and of course it also gives you a place to keep your sleep mat. Generally speaking, you have to buy the sleeping mat separate from the bag, and you can get them second-hand army surplus, in which case they're all going to be written on and a bit steggy, or you can get modern remades, and this is a modern remade. So it folds out like so, like a piece of origami. And let me see, I'll put it touching the floor, so you can see it's over 6 feet in length, just about 6 feet in length, and it's not going to give you a really 5-star sleep. This it's a thin material, but this particular version is a very, very tough material. This would be great. The way I often like to sleep is have something like this under you, and then on top as a very base level, and then on top of that you take it an inflatable mat, something more comfortable, which will protect the inflatable mat from stones and twigs and getting popped. And this, of course, if you're just out for a day walk, you can have this in the back of the bag, pull it out and just use it to sit on the floor to protect you from the cold and the damp sitting on the actual floor. Because it's an integral part of the bag, it strengthens the bag, and you know, it's there like hidden away. It doesn't take out any extra space in the bag, and it folds down all neat and tidy like that. The canvas doesn't come waterproof, but you could of course waterproof it yourself with a method of your choice, wax for example. Overall the basic construction is fine. It's a little bit chintzy, it's a little bit cheap and cheerful. I'd watch out what sort of price you're paying to get this bag. The canvas is fine, all the stitching is great. What lets it down is the leather work. The leather is okay, you know, it's not the best leather. If you'd got the original bag from back in the day, it would have had the real tough leather straps on it, no doubt. But the leather is, you know, like not the top grade leather. The buckles are fairly chintzy, cheap. You know, it's the sort of thing fine for a day trip. Don't put your life on it. Don't go out for like a 5-day trek in the middle of nowhere with it, because I think it might let you down eventually. It's got these additional nylon, very thin padding things on the back. After a long hike, if it gets wet, they're going to be basically worthless. You'll just be pulling them off and throwing them away, I've got no doubt. They just slide up and down. They'll probably just become more annoying and more trouble than they're worth after a while. But maybe sort of like a fishing bag, you want a traditional look to go around with, and you're not expecting it to need to trust your life on it, could be an option. Watch the price on it, like I said, don't pay too much for it, but it's an option. Comfort wise, it is what it is. It's a middle of the last century design canvas bucket backpack with canvas straps. If you overload this, put too much weight in it, it's on your own head. You're probably going to be hurting sorely after a couple of miles. I'm Dave, this is the Humble Trekker channel. This is the German Army Repro rucksack from MFH. Until the next time, take it easy.